All right, so welcome to season 7 of Wisdom Wednesday. We're going to talk about a fool. And we were told by the up high that we got to up our production value. Production value, so the art team got together, spared no expense, and we brought you this fool. And this fool is going to help us through these 10 characteristics of a fool that will give us a portrait of what a fool really looks like. And the first of those this time around is that a fool despises wisdom. Now, the idea is one who does not see the value. It reminds me of a story in 1991 of a Pennsylvania collector. He goes to this flea market and he's looking around. He buys this picture for $4. He liked the frame. He didn't like the picture. The picture was ugly. But when he went to cut the picture out of the frame, what he found was that behind that picture was a first printing of the United States Constitution. Now this had been well preserved because it had been behind the painting, and as a result it was in great condition. There's only 24 known copies of that first printing in existence, so this ended up being worth close to $1 million. Somebody at some point thought that that painting was worthless and only deserved to be at a flea market. But what they didn't know was the value that was there, stuck behind that cheap painting. Well, wisdom says that's the problem of a fool. A fool doesn't value, despises wisdom. Proverbs 1:7 says, a fool despises wisdom and instruction. And Proverbs 23:9 says, a fool despises insight. If you speak to him words of insight, he'll just not treat them as any value to his life. Proverbs 15:5 says, a fool despises a father's instruction. They find it worthless. They don't think there's any value to it. So our first thought, our first idea in the portrait of a fool is that he despises wisdom. Now, we want to say, hey, I don't despise wisdom. I value it. But the question is it of great value? Do you spend a lot of time and effort as if it is worth a lot to you to gain it, to incorporate it into your life? Because if you don't, you're just fooling yourself. You don't really value it. You're just like our fool, and you despise it. You find it of little value, even when it's right there in front of you. You don't take it to heart. You don't incorporate it into your life. That is a picture of a fool.